I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run when you're gone, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get the wrong, but you get another legacy.
It's gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took an oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run when you're gone, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, don't begin another legacy.
It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run when you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run when you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Sorry, one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, it's another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run when you're gone, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run when you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run when you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
You crazy.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feet. Taking over, nigga. Yeah. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock in with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real every day. While y'all just say watch, we making enemies our foot stores. Don't know nothing about the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga Knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. That shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Yeah. Let me make it clear. They with the cloud, we with the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They with the cloud, we with the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime, already weigh the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep the stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like Beetlejuice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him balls like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with fear. Take it over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found my ops in the morgue, tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they was sleep. So we gon' wake them up, put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit on my cellular phone, tell me whatever he on. I take that scouter, he on them perks and that powder. Homie ain't really that strong, I'm like the dawn. Better yet, Bennett King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield. Boy, you see everything. G43, Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy.
Test 1 2 1 2. I see you, Cap. I see you, Cap. I'm just checking this audio real quick. Bear with me, sir. All right, looks pretty good. All right, most I curse. Yep. Okay. Hey, shalom, on the one. How about you, man? Shabbat.
Hey, Sean, how about you, Shabbat?
Most High in Christ. Am I coming through clear, sir?
Come.
God, Most High in Christ, Adawan. We up in this piece, man. Another episode of the Chain Podcast brought to you by I.S.U.P.K. Undercommand Junior High. Adawan, you understand? This is our 50th episode, sir.
50. Good grief. Man.
50. This is our 50th episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast, man. Ooh, man. Yeah, such a special thing, man. Like I said, man, if y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Captain of 10,000 Yagawa. Me and Cap been rocking out doing shows, you know what I'm saying? Before Chain Breakers, me and Adawan been, you know what I'm saying, holding it down.
Yeah.
So and Adawan came right here with me on this joint, and we've been going strong. So yeah.
Yeah, come. Most time crazy, man. 50.
It's crazy.
Man.
It's absolutely crazy, man. But hey,
yeah, that's
Chain Breakers Podcast brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth according to the Bible, that so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native American Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? And here we go again on the Chain Breakers podcast, where we break the chains of oppression. We break the chains off the minds of our brothers and sisters. The physical chains have been taken off since the 1800s. If you see what's going on in the world, it should be very clear to you that chains are still there. And we have some stories that are just gonna, illustrate this to perfection. I got one in particular. I know Officer Yarmak wants to talk about it. I think he's on the road right now. So we're gonna hold off on that story until
God.
enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So first things first, I have to introduce my brothers, you know what I'm saying, that hold me down again. Captain of 10,000, Yagar Wap, holding it down out there in Oklahoma City. How's everything going on the home front, sir, in Oklahoma? Home on the range.
Well, you know, everything is same old, you know. The oppressors, the devil the Bible speaks of.
Right.
You know, they just, you know, they do their thing. They do their thing, you know, they do their thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm breaking down.
Conca. I actually got a story out of Oklahoma. We'll probably start there. We'll probably start there with that story. But of course, we should be waiting on Officer 1000 Kowal. He should be joining us in a little bit. And also my brother Officer 1000 Yarmak should be joining us. I know Yarmak is on the road right now, on the road back home, so he should be joining us shortly. I, of course, am Precinct Officer 1000 Thabawan. You know what I'm saying? Again, all of us of the I.S.U.P.K under command and General YAHANNA, man, for this 50th episode of the Chain Breakers podcast. If you have any questions or any comments, please type them into the chat, man. Talk to us. Communicate with us, right? You know, it's an open forum. You know what I mean? Also, if you want to join the show, we can also send you a link. You know what I'm saying? So you can join us. It'd be like a phone call. If you want to, you want to be heard, you want to make whatever comments or whatever. So that's option 2 as well. Just go ahead in the chat and let me know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a comment. I want to join the live or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there. Okay. Most High in Christ. Was there anything else I had to announce? Oh, before we get rolling, man, the 55th annual Passover. It's going down right where I am. Durham, North Carolina. Ooh-wee. Man, I'm trying to tell you, this joint is going to be something serious. If y'all enjoyed that Passover last year, I'm going to just say this candidly, and Yarmak can pause, can back me up when he comes on the show. The Passover last year was glorious, absolutely glorious. You know what I'm saying? Taking nothing away from it. But I have always had a soft spot for the city of Durham. You know what I'm saying? Since I started coming here many years ago, because this is where Officer Thabawan again was born. Not the cat in the world. The cat in the world was born in New York. This what you see right here, this was born in Durham. You know what I'm saying? And
all right.
yeah, and I learned a lot here. You know what I'm saying? I met the brothers. The brotherhood was so tremendous, man. And we built this school up. We're still growing and still trying to get better. But I'm so glad that everyone's gonna have an opportunity to come here, you know what I mean, and get just the taste of what, what this city has to offer, especially when we turn it into one West City. This ain't gonna be Bull City no more. It's gonna be one West City, UPK City. Turn it out. It's gonna be our joint, man. Make sure y'all book that hotel. There's a promo out right now with a phone number that you can call, man. You're gonna want to be in the hotel. How we're doing things this year is a little different, certainly different than how we did last year. We're not gonna have everybody separated in 3 different hotels and all that kind of stuff. No, we're trying to get everybody together in one hotel. We're trying to take it over. One of my fondest Passover experiences, and Cap, I'm sure you can speak to this. One of my fondest Passover experiences was the last time we was in New York, the 50th annual Passover. Mind you, we're on the 50th episode of Chain Breakers, but the 50th Passover was in Queens. It was in Queens, New York, which is where, again, I'm from originally. And I remember going into that hotel. Now, I didn't stay in the hotel because I still have my apartment in New York, in Queens. So it just financially made sense for me to stay home. But I remember going to that hotel because we had that was my Hebrew Academy year. We had the trials. And when I tell you, it seemed like there was no one else in the hotel.
God.
It seemed like there was the whole hotel belonged to the UPK.
That's right.
All said and done, man. Brothers was in there shooting dice, playing cards, spades. Brothers was in, drinking. Sisters was in there drinking wine, and the babies was running. It was so glorious. It was like we had our own city indoors, and that's what we're trying to do all over again. So make sure that you book your rooms in the hotel. It's going to be something special, okay? But Ottawa, yeah. While we wait for the other Akim, we're going to get into that first story that takes place that's out of Oklahoma. But before we go there, was there anything you wanted to bring out, Ottawa?
No, not nothing I want to bring out. Just, you know what I'm saying, big up to Commander General YAHANNA, you know what I'm saying? Doing what he always done,
That's right.
since he came into the truth, you know what I'm saying?
And
just getting us right and ready, and just man, I was watching him on that podcast the other night, just all the things that he'd been prophesying. Of course, the school been prophesying, you know what I'm saying? And what he'd been prophesying for years, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's like, here it is. It's here. It's here. The prophecies are being fulfilled, So, hey, man, shout out to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA.
Shout out to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then like he was saying, I heard him say one time, he's like, he gonna be like, really like, pumped up about it, because he had been putting out, and he had been putting those prophecies out and putting up what's going to happen, and coming out of the Bible. And then people looked at him like, oh, well, you coming too hard. They say all the negativity about Commander General YAHANNA,
Oh, come on. That's right.
He kept on with it. So he said, yeah, that's right. I'm going to be prideful about it now.
That's right. Gotta eat their words, Ottawa.
Yeah.
Eating their words, because World War III, we got some stories. World War III is at the brink. Joe Biden just did like an address that hasn't been done in forever. It's a rare thing, what he just did. Why? Because, again, the next world war is right at America's door. And, again, YAHANNA has been prophesying this since.
And everybody's getting into it. Everybody's getting it. I mean, come on, man. And look, and it's crazy thing I heard on the news yesterday. I'm gonna make this quick. And it was they talked about the U.S. soldiers, they're the ones that are still in Iraq, right?
Right.
They got attacked by drones.
Ooh.
They were attacked by drones by some other terrorist group, some other terrorist group. I don't even remember the name of it, but it was just some of the terrorist group, attacked them with drones.
Good night.
So all the evil that America has done, like the way they came over into Iraq, and after 9/11, they supposed to have been going after bin Laden, but they came after Saddam Hussein and killed his sons and killed him and took over Iraq. And now the soldiers are being attacked by drones over there.
Right.
But they're keeping it under wraps. I put this on YouTube.
Come on. Yeah, it's getting crazy. Like we talked about in the book of Joel, Ottawa. I learned. I remember you first put me onto them scriptures doing this show. You know what I'm saying? When it talks about in the book of Joel, where everybody's coming down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know what I'm saying? Beat your plowshares, and I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weaponry and things like that. Like what you're seeing is all these nations. It's like everything happening at once. Everything that the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA been doing this since the 80s. The I.S.U.P.K in 69, prophesying about the coming of the Third World War. That said, you know what I'm saying? The second woe has passed and the third woe coming.
It.
You know what I mean? Where it says in the book of Revelations, there should be wars and rumors of wars and earthquakes in diverse places. Well, not Palestine, excuse me. I think Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan just had a major earthquake that killed thousands of people. They've had like 4 earthquakes in 3 weeks. This is the Bible. This is the reality. This is
That's it.
World War III. It's happening right before your eyes. You're seeing it coming to fruition right before your eyes, man. And you better take heed to the words of the I.S.U.P.K under command.
Mhm. Yeah.
I mean, but let's get into some stories for today. So
Mhm.
I got this first one. Salakia. Bear with me 1 second, sir. Salakia.
Mhm.
Just a moment. Salaki, sir. Yeah. So the first one I wanted to go to this story because it's out of Oklahoma City. Well, out of Oklahoma, actually, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
where you are. So bear with me. I'm gonna pull this up. This is what's crazy. And I want you to, if you could, sir, while we're talking about it, what I want you to do is I want you to kind of again give us an understanding. A lot of our brothers and sisters are not quite, again, we live in different places and we don't know
Mhm.
of every place. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, I actually have a bit of a connection to Oklahoma. I've never been there, but my mother lived in Oklahoma for many years when she was a young girl. So I've heard some stories, some things about Oklahoma, and so I'm gonna get this up on the screen if you just bear with me. But the story says this:
Mhm.
it says Oklahoma principal, football coach who
Mhm.
called black players slurs like porch monkey, jigaboo, is charged after allegations of physical and emotional abuse. Ooh-wee.
Yes.
Okay, man,
Mhm.
physical and emotional abuse. So let's get into it. Again, let me just send this article to myself so y'all can see it on the screen. Nah, I'll just do it like this. Salakia. Old fashioned way. All right, but I'm gonna start reading the article again. It'll be up on the screen.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. No, I got it. Make sure everybody's liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel, of course. Baba Kushah. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're sharing it on your social media platforms and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got 10 different. I know everybody got damn near 2-3 different Gmails. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow it from all them different Gmails and share it and all of that. Right? Here we go. Oklahoma principal, this is from Atlanta Black Star. Football coach who allegedly called black players slurs like porch monkey, jigaboo, charged after allegations of physical and emotional abuse. A high school principal who was inducted into the Oklahoma Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2022 now faces a year in jail after being charged with outraging public decency. Authorities have been collecting accounts from players from the school's football team that point to him cultivating a toxic environment for students. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation says Ringling High School principal and head football coach Philip Coons. You can't make it. Oh my God. Philip Coons created a cult-like environment that espoused toxic masculinity, homophobia, racism, and other forms of social and physical abuse. Here we go. Here's Philip Coons, Mr. Coons here. He looks just like I would expect him to look.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I would expect from the story we're currently hearing. All right, Philip Coons, y'all. Here you go. I'll read on. It says his students and their parents' complaints helped launch the investigation after Coons' contract ended in February of 2023. The Oklahoma State Department of Education placed the coach on a 4-month administrative leave on February 22nd, 9 days after the local school board voted to renew Coons' contract during a contentious public meeting. News station KFOR reports. A little more. As a result of Coons' behavior, students and their parents secured legal representation, believing their civil rights had been infringed. These boys were subjected to a cult-like environment where this guy would groom them, break them down to where they were at a point that they wanted to quit playing football. Some of them wanting to commit suicide, and then would build them back up within that cult system and create a deal where he was the most important thing in their lives. Todd Mercer, a lawyer that represents one of the players, said in an interview with the Daily Beast. Here we go. He would isolate them from their friends, from their family, even from their doctors. The attorney said before adding that black players on his team were especially disrespected. Ringling, a town of approximately 1,600 people in southern Oklahoma, is less than 1% African American, census data shows. According to Mercer, Coons called his players of African descent the N-word, porch monkey, and stupid African. One student said he called a teammate a jigaboo, and that those racist slurs even impacted him. So we're going to get into it. Last quote, this hurt considering you could clearly see the player getting upset, the player said in a statement. The player also came up to me and expressed how he felt targeted and singled out by his skin color. Ottawa, please give us some insight. This is a glimpse into the world. Hold on. If I could, 1 second, so I'm gonna get right to you. We got Officer 1000.
What's going on, brothers? What's going on, Cap?
Right. What's going on, brother?
Yeah, but you know, shut back down.
What's going on? Hanging in there. What's going on, Cap? What's going on?
All right.
But you right in time for the shenanigans, bro.
My man, right here.
Right on time. All right. So, Cap, give us some insight. You know what I'm saying? And Kawhi, I want you to get because I know you're a traveled man. You know what I mean?
I have always been telling you that around about what's happening in Oklahoma. You know, it's of course it's the dime a dozen state. You know that every 12 brothers you see, whether they're black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, got a oppressor, a so-called white woman for their wife. You know, 10 of them. Like I said, 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12. You know, it's a dime a dozen. You know, so it's like you see a whole lot of, like I said, you see a whole lot of old black men with old white ladies. You know, just a couple. So that type of behavior is like really like a common thing in Oklahoma. You know, it's common. You know, and you see it a lot, and they are joined together. We are joined together with the oppressor, some kind of bad in Oklahoma. But that still doesn't. I mean, you know, you can. I mean, it's an evil that people don't recognize, and this is the evil that I'm talking about. You know, with that, it comes what? These coaches are like this. Coaches like that. And then it's like, did you read the part in the story on top of one about he made them practice naked, nude?
No, I did not, sir.
Okay, that was another thing. That was on the news. I just heard that the other day. Maybe yesterday. I heard him. He made some of his football players practice naked. You know, so you know, and so you know what he did to the black ones. You know, and then he said, you know, so it's like it's crazy. It's crazy that all these things are coming about, but we are the priests and the prophets of the Lord, and we bring it out of the Bible, like in Lamentations, what is it, 4:22, when he said he's going to discover Esau's sins.
Right.
He's going to uncover. I believe. I don't know. I'm paraphrasing. It says he's going to uncover or discover his sins. Like all these things are going to come out. They coming out a lot. They're coming out a lot, and all these things are happening. And good Lord, come on. And he didn't. Can you imagine? And what was about the 1% black?
Yeah, it's the town has 1,600 residents, and it's only 1% black. So that means about what, 16 black people in the whole place?
Man, y'all better. I mean, come on, good gracious, man.
Right.
That's terrible.
16.
Can you have any? Man, do you have any other place to live? I mean, come on, to live there.
Crazy.
I mean, come on. You talking about get out? I mean, come on, man.
I don't want
that's terrible. But you know, it's these type of evils are hidden in Oklahoma. You know, where you just really, and then like black people, they begin to just get along with it. Like the
Right.
Hebrew, like the homeborn slave. Like a homeborn slave, they don't really see it like it's really racist.
Right.
They
Come
just
on,
say
come
it's
on.
a way of right, he's just an evil white man or whatever. You know, they probably don't even call him evil. They probably say, well, he
Right.
just his coach. That's his
Right.
coach.
If I could, sir,
You
if I'm
know?
not to cut you off, I want you to speak on this, and I'm coming to you, Kawal. But
Yeah.
that culture is so engraved in the oppressor, and we adapt to it, and we believe in it, and we follow it because we want to, as the scriptures say, we want to envy the oppressor. But there's a part in the article. I'm gonna read this real quick. It says, bear with me. It says, where is it? A culture of harassment. Hold on. Intimidation for players for years. There's one thing that was said that I thought was interesting. Also, my people with different disabilities. As a result, I've been dealing with depression. Here we go. This is what one student said. According to this student, so this one student said, I have been dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts due to Phil Coons, Sterling Coons, and Cooper Coons. So it's a bunch of brothers, it's a whole family of them. The player continued, I was dread going into practice every day because of how they treated me and the rest of the team. According to this student, Coons said he was, listen to this, man. This is what I want to get into. He was turning the players into men, and his style was going to make them leaders in the future. The young person likened his experience on the team to being brainwashed and conditioned to be like them, adding that the coach also encouraged the students not to confide in their parents. Cap. Out there in Oklahoma, what you just said is so heavy, and I don't want it to go over people's heads. Don't let what Cap said go over your head. He said out in Oklahoma, in that region, for every 10, 12 brothers, about 9 of them are married to a white woman. About 10 of them, for every 12 brothers, 10 of them is going to be with a white woman. And you better believe that they're going to raise their children up in this culture. Look at Patrick Mahomes, Mahomes boy. Patrick Mahomes, father, just for lack of a better word, is the blackest black man you've ever seen in your life. I'm not sure where he's from, but that is a
right.
I mean, you know, I don't want to get banned on YouTube. He's that. He's a brother. But he messed with some white woman, and now his son talks like, you understand, Kenny Powers or somebody, some oppressor. You understand? And that's what's happening.
With Slakia, what did he do? What did he do? He went out and got the oppressor for his wife.
Right. Canada one con. And now, guess what? You can have white men, oppressors, raising your kids saying they're making men out of them. I remember seeing a movie. Y'all remember the movie, a movie that came out in the 90s called Sleepers. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleepers.
That movie called Sleepers that came out.
River Phoenix in it.
Yup. Robert De Niro was in it.
A
lot of celebrities in it. And in the movie, these boys, I'm not spoiling it, but these boys went to a reformatory school and they was getting raped. And towards the end of the movie, the cat who was raping them, who was played by Kevin Bacon, when they confronted him, you know what he said, we made men out of you. That's the culture.
Yeah.
They look at raping people and making them play naked and all of this weirdo stuff as making a man out of you. So, Cap, these are the kind of things that all of our people are setting themselves up for in Oklahoma. Am I correct?
Yes. Nice. Yes. And that's what, and you can rest assured it goes on a lot.
Right.
It goes on a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they feel, and they would, like I say, if you come against them and say that they're wrong, they will hold you. No, wait, you wrong. You wrong because you bringing that stuff. You talking about that stuff. You wrong. You know, you trying to split us up.
Right.
You know?
It's
like it's crazy. It's like I said. It's funny because I always told the story about when I first came out here. When I first came out here, I went in the grocery store and me and my rib, we were laughing and talking to this Edomite lady, the white lady. We was at the cashier. She was the cashier. So we was talking to her, you know, just blasé, whatever, you know. Well, the next time I came in that same grocery store, I came in there by myself, and the white lady said said to the other white lady, "Here comes trouble."
What?
Yes, she said, "Here comes trouble." You know,
Here comes trouble.
yeah. So I'm just like, and like it was funny because she said it in a way like she didn't want me to hear it, but she like said it under her breath, like they were saying like, you know what I'm saying, when the store is not they're real busy and they have time to like talk to one another, the cashier, because it's like a grocery store, So she said to the other day, and look, the funny thing is, it's a lot of this store is like a Hispanic store. A lot of Hispanic people work there, and I think it may be they may own it, they may be, but of course you have oppressors working there. So this oppressor said to the other oppressor, "Here comes trouble."
Good night. God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Ottawa.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, that's why it's like it's so crazy, and terrible how joined we are. That's why when we go out to camp, we be out there blazing, and our people, a lot of Israelites and Gadites at the place come past the place because it's like a movie theater and everything. So a lot of them, they come past and listen, and they be like, agreeing with us. Some of them get flyers and stuff like that, But a lot of times, you have, of course, you have the oppressor come up, but a lot of times, Judah, they may listen to a certain extent. They'll listen and then be like, but it's like you could tell a lot of them are tied to the oppressor.
Right.
They're tied to the oppressor, and they like really like, I can't. They don't want to be on camera. And they don't want to be like really caught like agreeing with us. But a lot of them be like, yeah, they really feeling what we're saying, but they don't want to rock the boat.
Right.
They don't want to rock the boat, so they just mainly this one brother and sister, they talked to us before we started the camp. They was talking to us and agreeing with us and talking and everything. And then when we started the camp, they was like way across the way listening. They didn't want to like stand there.
Right.
They didn't want to stand there in front of us and get caught on camera. Right. They were like way over there sitting down, like listening. Then I'm thinking like, damn, why don't they just come over? But
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, Raven, we can't be caught like really listening and agreeing with them.
Right. Kind of know what
I'm saying? So it's like, that's why you say our job is to wake our people up, and in a haste, because we don't know if the Lord going to just hit this place with a tornado and just take it out. Take it out, and the only place it's going to be standing is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
That's the only place it's going to be standing after the Lord sent an earthquake through here, you know what I'm saying, or a tornado or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like I could see something like that happening here,
right?
It's like the scriptures say, their wickedness is great. Out here, their wickedness is great.
Right.
Right. So many of us are just so torn and destroyed, man. Like I said before, you always see that old black man and the old white woman, and they just and the man looks so downtrodden. He looks so downtrodden, like all the fight is beat out of him. He don't have no fight in him, And it's like, it's a terrible thing to see. It's a terrible thing to see. But that's Oklahoma. Right. That's Oklahoma. And like the story we bringing out right now, the story about the football coach. Come on, good Lord.
Right.
I know a whole lot of them are dealing with the same thing.
That's right. Damn right.
Right.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
So this story about this coach doing all of these heinous things and saying, racial slurs, but he in his mind, his program, you know what I'm saying, it's he's trying to go against the grain and make men out of them and make them tough and all of this, but he's calling them coons, he's calling them jigaboos, and he's calling them the N-word. He's calling them little Africans and things like that. And it's interesting. Again, it's happening in this kind of place. Now, Kawal, you're a traveled man. You've been a lot of places. And what I'm saying, of course, what I'm saying, coming up in North Carolina. Is this something? Have you seen anything like this, or been around anything where it's like, yeah, like that's how they do, especially in those towns. This is a small town. I think it was called Riddleton or Ridge something. Only 1,600 residents. This ain't some major city. So does this surprise you? Is this something you've encountered before?
Right. It's not surprising. It's not surprising at all because I'm familiar with those type of small town coaches and football or basketball programs. And it's crazy because a lot of coaches feel like that. Not to say feel like that, but abuse their players verbally, physically, grabbing their face mask or smacking them across the head or punching them in the chest in basketball or grabbing their jersey, bringing them in their face. That type of passion that these coaches have, sometimes they try to live vicariously through their players because they fail.
Right. Because they were trash.
Yeah, you don't see Primetime doing that because he made it in Hall of Fame. He cool. He dancing on the sideline wearing shades and jewelry. And, people hate that. But he could be abusing these kids, which he's not.
Right.
He's not living vicariously through these kids. He's achieved everything. Right. A lot of these coaches are very insecure.
That's right.
And this specific guy here, this specific coach, not only is he a pervert and disgusting bastard, his sons are too because they coach with him. Wow. And I started wondering why the hell the staff didn't bring him up on charges before the players had to.
Right.
His sons, he taught them to be disgusting like him.
That's right.
Even going so far as to talk about the teachers they screwed around the kids. So imagine your math teacher look good, your Spanish teacher, and you go to practice and you hear one of the Coons brothers or the coach saying how they smacked her last night.
Wow.
How they took her down after Chinese last night. And you in class trying to focus, you thinking about your coach hitting the teacher. You shouldn't be hearing that. It's stuff called grown folks business. That permeates through the program. You don't say that around kids. These are still kids. I don't care how much muscle they have. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, bro. I'm just agreeing with you.
I don't care how much. I don't care how much creatine they take, how big in shoulders they are. These are children we're talking about here. They need the chance to be able to play football or play sports and go to school academically in an environment that fosters their learning, not hinders them. Talking about sexual escapades between players' girlfriends. Like one of the comments said that if one of the players had a girlfriend on the team and she dumped him like a cheerleader or something, she go screw another guy, and then they ridicule the dude like, hey, she's screwing this guy now, and they'll start calling the boy player by her name. Just making them feel even worse than they are. That's not fuel to push more weight. That's toxic. And what that's going to do is it's abuse. And them kids, you try to make men out of them, you're making a bunch of perverts and angry little boys who's going to join the world. And they're going to get fired from their first job for sexual harassment because they're going to think that crap is okay. And I'll be brief. The life of an athlete is sometimes a cold, lonely life, meaning if you really care about that sport, you're going to dedicate a lot of time. And if you're really good, you might miss your prom for it. You might miss your senior day because you're too busy traveling or you're doing things to try to make it to the next level. And the last thing you need is to have these experiences where they're very, very abusive and you don't have a lot of happy memories about football camp, basketball camp, because you hear the voice of this coach yelling at you, calling you a P word.
That's right. That's
or
right.
Stuff like that. And the stuff you sacrifice to try to play these sports is just not right. That coach will owe them more than you taking the time from these kids. That's something you can't get back. So they say he was only facing a year in prison. He need to be facing more than that.
That's right.
The damage he's causing is going way deeper than just surface level. That's something you just get over. You're embarrassing them you're embarrassing players in front of the kids, in front of each other peers. Not only would he probably, if he's doing that in practice, during the game time on the sideline, it gets quiet sometimes. I've been in football games where I can hear the coaches, assistant coaches, like berating these children on the sideline. Like, you soft as hell. That weak ass hit. I'm like, man, his girlfriend and mama sitting in the stands. Like, you talking about? It's like, that's why I came to school. I really learned true brotherhood and sisterhood comes to I.S.U.P.K, like how to talk to people.
That's right.
You might think that's okay from where you're from, your culture, environment growing up. It's not okay. You got to watch your damn mouth. You don't know the words that you say and stuff like that. You may have came up and raised by wolves, or you were raised under a coach like this Coombs guy here, and you think talking to people like that's okay. It's not okay. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And half of those players are not going to make it to the NFL.
Right.
They're not. Matter of fact, more than 99% of them are not going to make it. Only 1% of them players on that field is going to make it. Right. Now, the rest of them are going to work for Subway. The rest of them are going to be your managers at Walmart, your teachers, your police force. And that's what you're going to be dealing with. A bunch of freaking sexual deviant, idiotic,
That's it.
emotionally
That's it.
uncontrolled students because of what they've been through.
That's right.
You know,
Come.
so he should be fired. He should be fined, and he should be banned from coaching ever again.
That's right.
And his sons should be banned and fired. And of course they're white, so they picked this picture, this big ugly caveman. And then on top of that, where's his son's? Where the assistant coach pictures at? Everybody should be held liable because if you're doing that to kids, everybody heard it. Like he's the coach is a coaching staff, not just one coach. A football team has like 10 coaches.
Right.
Basketball team, you might have 2 coaches or 3 coaches. A whole football team with 100 kids, 60, 70, you got like 5, 10 coaches, man. Like, yeah.
So lock your brother. What you saying is so heavy. I went to go find a picture of the Suns, man. This cat is not brother. He's definitely not a brother. This cat is so disgusting. I'm reading the thing right here that says he faced allegations he bullied and harassed his players. There's among the allegations are claims that Coons exposed his genitals during a motivational speech. This dude is a pervert, man.
Yeah, of course he did.
Yeah.
That's a charge in itself.
On the head.
Yeah.
You hit the nail right on the head when you said these guys are pregnant. And that's what I was talking about, Cap and Kawal, when I brought up that. You think that this is just, he's just so passionate for the game. He's so passionate for the sport. That's what they always do. Remember back in the 80s, they used to love Coach Bobby Knight.
Oh yeah,
Bobby Knight.
Yeah,
Bobby Knight was throwing chairs, yelling at players, and all of this stuff. And they thought, he's really trying to make men out of them. He's really wreck in a BAN.
Basically,
What he is, you know what I'm saying? If you're a real coach, you coach with, you know what I'm saying, like Greg Popovich. Again, I'm not giving props to no oppressor, but I ain't never seen Greg Popovich smack Tim Duncan upside his head.
Nah. Exactly.
And I ain't never seen him do. He didn't have to.
Exactly.
This X's and O's. Do this. Do this. Get your head in the game. Yeah, you sometimes you rallying the troops. Cool. You know this. During your time being in East Coast military, of course. Like, or anybody, even you, Cap, just leading men. Sometimes you got to be a little stern. But showing your genitals in a motivational speech, what the hell is that?
Yeah, they're perverts. And even in Esau's military, when you go to basic training, a place where you getting kids off the street from all walks of life, even a drill sergeant, they'll say some foul stuff to you, but they're not showing you their genitals. They're not going to the point where they're trying to destroy you mentally. They're just trying to break you down in order to get you used to dealing with stress in wartime situations. So you can think clearly. It's a totally different psychological ball game they're playing. I'm not saying that every drill sergeant was right, because I've been around some toxic drill sergeants that should have been fired. However, not one of them has showed their genitals or talked about having sex with a fellow another drill sergeant. But these coaches here over a game. These are grown men who are trusted to watch these children and teach them football. And you're not teaching them football. You're teaching them about who you had sex with and showing your genitals. They should be on the damn registered sex offender list.
That's right.
That's crazy, man. Like, how the hell do you get away with this nonsense? And they just now saying something about it. That's registered sex offender activity. I come to learn how to play football. Now I got to see your genitals, and I wonder what the speech was. Be a man like me or something. Like, what the hell are you trying to? What are you teaching them?
Right.
He's never gonna forget that. Now he's gonna do that. You're gonna do that crap at some football camp, and he gonna think it's okay. He gonna get fired.
Right.
Like you come up north, country boy, out there Oklahoma, some bumfuck town, USA, and you out here in the middle of nowhere. You come up North Carolina or DC or Delaware or New York or go to Cali with that nonsense. Yeah, the parents are gonna beat the hell out of you. You ain't you get away with that crap in a little small town.
Hey.
Yeah.
Salaki, my brother. What you saying is so heavy. What's that stupid song that Devil brought out? Try that in a small town.
Yeah.
Well, we see what y'all trying to do in a small town. That's why nobody want to goddamn live there.
Oh yeah, everybody's in on it. As long as they're winning, that's probably a program that's a winning program. And as long as he's winning, they let him do what he wants to do. But and you racist bastards. Like, I would never. That's why my son don't even like sports. I don't know how the hell that happened. Cause my whole house we full of athletes in here. I don't know how I just skipped his ass, but I ain't even mad at him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Disgusting leaders. Those children, They deserve a better football coach. They deserve a black man over them that's going to teach them right and teach them how to be good coaches. But you don't hear this nonsense from black coaches. It's usually white coaches doing this nonsense.
No.
Yeah.
And it's funny because black coaches are held to a higher standard.
Way higher standard.
Held to a
You can't even wear a hoodie. You can't even wear a hoodie in football or sunshades because you're a thug. But you can pull your hammer out in front of kids though.
Right. Look at how they talk about Dion, like you said, Kawal.
Yeah.
They talk about Prime. They talk about him because he got his shades on. Oh, why is he wearing his shades during an interview? Why is he wearing a hoodie? They talk about him like this. For a black coach to get a movie made about him, you got to be Coach Carter.
You got to be Coach Carter.
You got to wear a suit. You got to make all the students wear a suit.
Yep.
Make y'all be on your best behavior. Y'all got to get straight A's and all of this. But a white coach is Bobby Knight, who wears a sweater everywhere the hell he goes.
And throws a goddamn folding chair across the stadium.
Right. And guess what? When he did that, some people loved it.
Yeah.
They said, oh, man, you see the passion. Oh, the Hoosiers, let's make a movie about Coach Bobby Knight. But we're not held to that standard, man. The oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
Man.
Yeah, right.
He is the devil. I'm so glad these stories come out. And the water, you know what I'm saying, Cap, for all the insight you gave us, and Kawal as well, because people wouldn't know. The brothers and sisters wouldn't know that these kind of things go on. You got some coach calling your child a jigaboo like it's 1896?
Right. Jigaboo's crazy, too.
Jigaboo?
Jigaboo's insane. What was he doing for you to call him a jigaboo? That's what I want to know. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Because my son didn't make the tackle, he's a jigaboo?
Yeah, like.
And a porch monkey?
Yo, they would get away with murder out there, boys.
1 year in jail.
Nah, yo, that's
We're reading an article that said he indecently exposed himself to children.
Yes.
And Salaki, you know, when they have those, you know, you got people like let's say the sheriff of Tulsa. They just hired him maybe about a year or two ago. I think his name is Tommy Johnson. He's a black guy. You know, with people with homeborn slaves like that, we ain't got no help. Because he's a good old boy. He's a good old boy. And I think his name is Tommy Johnson or something. He's a good old boy. And he talks well and everything. And we don't have nothing. Hey, relying on people like that, good Lord, that's a mad joke.
Right.
That's a mad joke. This is why things keep on happening like that to us. And this is why coaches like that keep on getting hired and everything, because he's going to do one thing. Is he's such a homeborn slave. He's not going to come and say, okay, I'm going to really keep an eye and help my black people out, help my black people rise, you know. Or if he just destroyed it, he could be saying, like, I can help my people have equality. You know what I'm saying? But he won't do that. He will come in and say, oh, I'm not going to be racist. I'm not going to be racist, you know, towards white people. You know, I'm going to be fair to white people and do like this. And he's going to go that route. And he's going to go, and really what he's doing is he really hating his black people.
That's right.
He really hating his black people because he's going to come and I'm not going to be racist. You know what I'm saying? Then he's going to find himself destroying a black man, you know, and what? Being racist against black people. Of course, right. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to be like, you know, he's not going to be that black man to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to get these hillbillies straight. You know, I'm going to show you, you know what I'm saying? He don't even have to be to them, but he can make sure that, hey, you know, black people don't be getting, you know, whatever the evil thing that happens to them, that's not going to happen to black people while I'm at the helm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to really help them. I'm going to help them rise and be better people, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be like a person that really turns my head when a black man is being oppressed. You know, he can be like that, but see, they don't be like that because why? They're homeborn slaves. They've been trained how to just be that good old boy. That good old boy, and hey, it's okay for him to be racist. It's okay for the oppressors to be racist, but hey, don't you be racist like them. And then what he going to do? He's going to grow up to hate his own people. He's gonna grow up to hate his own people. Oh, I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you are. You racist against black people. Man,
I hope y'all not. Like sir, I hope they're not letting what you just said go over their heads. What Cap just said is so crucial, so amazing, and so heavy, and it's what the I.S.U.P.K been teaching since 1969. If I could say this very clearly for everybody, if I'm wrong, Aki, Adawan, please tell me I'm wrong. But if you're in the world, you're an idiot. When I say you're an idiot, I mean that with love and respect. I'm not saying it because I hate you. I'm saying it because I didn't have any intelligence until I came to the I.S.U.P.K. I didn't know anything until I came to the I.S.U.P.K. You think that you know yourself. You think that you have autonomy and you have your own thoughts, your own beliefs. No, you don't. Everything you believe was taught to you by your oppressor.
Right.
Everything that all your ideologies and concepts come from the oppressor. So when you say something like, well, no, I'm not going to be racist against anybody. I'm just going to love everybody, be friends with everybody, and da-da-da-da. And, oh, yeah, I'm going to be so, they always say this, like Kappa saying, oh, I'm so against racism. I don't care if you're black. If you're being racist and you're black, then you're wrong. Guess what? Ain't no goddamn such thing. You cannot, you got to make a choice. This is a fight between good and evil. Either you're on the side of good or you're on the side of evil. You cannot be in the middle. There is no gray area. You cannot love your oppressor and love your people. You just can't. And guess what? You can't love your people and love the oppressor. You just can't. You can be nice to them. I'm very respectful to oppressors. Why? Because I'm trained to be a nice, kind individual. I was raised to be that way. So yeah, I'm not gonna see an oppressor coming through the door and try to slam the door in their face. No, I'm gonna hold the door. And they say, thank you. I'm gonna say, you're welcome, because I'm a decent human being. But I'm not gonna lie to them either. You going into slavery. You going into captivity. That's just what's gonna happen. That's just the truth. You understand? So yeah, so you can't act like it's both ways. What Cap is saying is so heavy. Either you love your people or you hate your people. That's it. That's it.
That's
no
right.
in between. You understand? And if I could, real quick, let me bring on my brother, officer of 1000, Yaramak.
Yeah, right.
In the house.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's popping? What's the word?
Not much, bro. You know what I'm saying? We over here, we getting it on, man. We getting it on with these stories, man. We over here talking. So you came right us out, pause, right on time. Again, we was about to move on. Oh, we got plenty of time. We got over an hour, so we good. But if I could get some insight from you, I don't know if you've seen this particular story, but I'm gonna give you a brief synopsis. So in Oklahoma, where Cap is at, in a city, you know, a city kind of south Oklahoma, a little small town, about 1,600 residents. Small city. This Coach Coons.
Yep.
He got charged. He's in trouble, but he might do a year in jail because he's been found to be abusing the players on the football team. He's the principal and the coach. He was abusing the players, or the black players. He's been accused of calling them jigaboos and porch monkeys, the N-word, calling them Africans and all of this stuff. You little dumb African, things like that. There's another report that says that he exposed his genitals during a motivational speech. Just all this toxic behavior. Now, of course, they also threw in some homophobia, those kind of things. Of course, we're not going to spend too much time on that, but it's in general a toxic environment. And he's now being somewhat held accountable for it. And I'm getting the insight from Cap, being that he's in Oklahoma, insight from Kowal, because, you know, he's again traveled to many of these kind of smaller towns and different places and seeing these things, also being an athlete in his own right as a youth. But you being an athlete, you know what I'm saying, even now, is this something you've heard of before? You ever encountered yourself this kind of toxic thing? And what they said was that the way he did it, he would present it like, well, I'm trying to make a man out of you. So if you could, you know, give us some insight if you've ever seen anything like that.
Personally, I haven't. I ain't never had no coaches do no showing their genitals. I don't know what the hell that is. That just sounds like he's just a homosexual,
right?
But, yeah, you know, but it does. I mean, I imagine it does. This is a white guy.
This is a white man. I'll pull this picture up. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think they really like one. I don't know what all the other brothers said, but I'm sure what they said was absolutely correct. But I think that we need to start making sure that we training up our children to know what's right and what's wrong. You understand? Like if I send my son to go play football, he better not see no grown man genitals. Like that's not what you dare to do. You understand? A lot of times, because parents aren't being parents,
That's
these
right.
coaches, figures in our communities, they kind of play parent in a certain way. Like I don't need a football coach to parent my child. I don't need a football coach to tell my child how to be a man. Right? I need a football coach to teach my son how to run routes, how to read articles, and how to do plays. And that's all you're there for. You understand? And really, I don't even need you for that all too much. But nonetheless, my sons will be taught that homosexuality is a sin. And you're not supposed to see no man naked. And so when they get up in them rooms and they try to make all the children have showers all together and the men butt naked all together and all that stuff, my son, first thing he gonna do is come and tell me. And at that point, it's up to the parents to not allow things like this to happen. This man right here, I mean, from what you just said, it sounds like he's some kind of predator. He's some kind of,
right.
Oh, he need to put a pill in his mouth, or he need to be up in Butler somewhere. Fun.
Hey, Salaki, he make them practice. He make the team practice naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Right.
That's what that is. So I don't know. I'll have to read more of the story. Like the first time he made them practice naked, like the parents said something, or was this something continuously happening?
It was continuous, and if I could, again, a lot of the students now are coming out. There's a movie, I'm gonna say this real briefly. I don't want to cut you off here, Armand. There's a movie that came out a couple years ago called Whiplash, but it's not about sports. It's about a cat he wanted to be a drummer. Go watch that movie, and you'll see an example of a teacher who, he has that, again, that toxic, like over the top thing going on with his students. Like Kowal was saying, like he's trying to compensate because he never became the Pro Bowl running back he wanted to be, or the Pro Bowl quarterback he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Or he never got a chance to coach in the NFL. So now he's over here yelling at students like he's like he's freaking, Urban Myers or or somebody like that, or
right.
cats in the NFL. You know what I mean? And so he's overcompensating, and that's what it seems like. So when I was asking you that question, you're about the water again for your answer, but and this is my opinion or my perspective, and I want you to respond to it. Again, I never played high school sports or college sports. So like, I know we got a bunch of athletes on the goddamn Chainbreakers podcast, a bunch of ball playing, basketball, boxing ass niggas on the damn show. Tabawan, you know what I'm saying? I was at the science fair. That's where I was.
Ain't there all that picture?
You was on the block. You was pushing that weight.
Hey, why you got to tell everybody my business, bro? but nonetheless, there is, again, from movies I've seen and from these are different things. It does seem to be like some of these sports, even again, like this guy is a pedophile. We know that. But Yarmak, Kowal, Cap, anybody can respond. Is there often a toxic culture around youth sports? Is youth sports in and of itself often kind of carry with it a kind of toxic culture? And we're not feminists here, but toxic in the sense that maybe some things are a little overboard. You understand? Is that something? Would you agree to that, Yarmak? Or you think it makes sense what it is?
If I could, I mean, you got to remember, it's so many ways you can unpack it. But when it comes to sports in general, and Kowal has said this many times, right? And sometimes I don't even agree with Kowal, but at this point, I have to agree. Because Kowal be getting off athletes, man. But I have to agree that when you tell black and brown kids that the only way you're going to be great in life is to dribble a basketball, what does that open up? That opens up the avenue to like, yeah, this coach is going to molest you. But if you want to make it a play for UNC, you better not say nothing.
Right.
Coach K. You know, he's the high school coach that sends hundreds of players to college every year, you know, so I mean throughout the year. So it opens up a certain avenue where you're kind of trapped in this, you know, this trail where you have to fall in line. You have to take what the coaches give you. You have to take what the atmosphere comes with. You have to deal with it, which is why a lot of times they say as you level up in sports, the funness of the sport, it becomes more business, which is why a lot of people I think 6.7% of all high school athletes in the world make it to go play college. 6.7, because it's so much of a business and there's so many things that you don't like to want to go through. But I will say this, so I won't be long-winded. I will charge parents. I will charge the parents. Parents, I know we want our sons to make it to the NFL. We want them to make it to the NBA and be great in whatever we want to, whatever it is. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to jeopardize your children's integrity to be a basketball player, to be an NFL player. You don't want that. And if brothers, like I could imagine me, Thabawan, Captain Yagawap, Officer Kawal, Bon Kayal, and I.S.U.P.K, all the brothers, and we got sons, and they on a football team. And we being fathers like how we are, trained under Commander General YAHANNA to be the fathers that we are, the things that I'm hearing about right now would never happen. You would never abuse Kawal's son. You would never abuse Captain Yagawap's son. Why? Because you know that these sons have fathers that'll bust you up. That's going to check you for them things that you're doing. But a lot of times, man, you see where parents, the son is like, man, I feel like the coach is abusing me. I feel like this is happening. And the parents, because we're so impoverished, because we're slaves and we're oppressed, the only thing parents dream of is they dream of you going to college for free. They dream of you signing a contract. And so they turn a blind eye to things that really could be hurting you, really could be stunting your development as a human being, because they want you to develop into being a football player. That it ain't gonna equal out, man. You're gonna have, like, what's that brother's name? And I'm in on this. What's that brother's name? Mikey Williams, right? You're gonna end up with a Mikey Williams, a man who got it all. He got all the basketball in the world, make it to any college, got all the NIL money, rich, but now look at him, about to go to prison. You understand? So you better start developing your children to be honest.
Good night.
You know, follow these laws. That bring them into the Israelite school of UPK. That's simple as I can.
Right.
You know, Salakia. And things like that happen.
There we go.
Yeah, right, brother.
Damn right. Damn right. And of course, you know what I'm saying, if I could, just remember, it's not a sin to play sports. It's not wrong with, you know what I'm saying, you want to put your kids in Pop Warner and AAU and all of that, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure you get counsel from the I.S.U.P.K.
And Salakia,
Oh, Salakia, sir.
you know, around boxing, it was like coming into boxing, there was so many homosexual coaches around boxing. You had I wouldn't say a whole lot, but it'd be in certain ones. The people with this word be around, they gotta watch that dude.
Good night.
Hey, Salagi.
In your area had a whole lot of boxing gyms, but you had about one or two coaches that was the people would tell you, nah, don't. Hey, that dude, you know, he that type of person. He homosexual, you know. So it was always like people you would just watch out about. Like, you know, you gotta watch that dude. So you always had that type of element. That type of element was around, you know.
Right.
And it was like certain people. it was certain people that was protected. You know, like I was protected. You know, and I'm saying, but what about them brothers and the little kids who wasn't protected?
Right. That's right.
You know, Sugar Ray Leonard always bring out the way he was molested and stuff like
He
that.
said his coach molested him.
Yeah, he says coach molested him, you know. So, you know, that type of element always been around. Always been around. Like that dude, it was a dude, Pappy Gold. Pappy Gold ran House Champions Gym. What I mean ran, he's like took care of all the business thing about House Champions Gym. Like Bobby Brown was my trainer. Bobby Brown was an old guy out of Philadelphia. And Bobby Brown was like well known in the boxing, you know, in boxing. But Bobby was always like, if that fake Salakia, he was just saying, ever do something to y'all, ever look at y'all right the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Say, tell me, you know, he was always like that, you know.
Yeah, right.
So Pappy Gold never even like mess with us, you know. And plus, my father was always like, and my father had, you know, had a reputation from the streets, you know, that, and he was friends with the other brothers, the brothers that owned the gym. So the gym was owned by drug dealers, you know. So my father was like good friends with the brothers that owned the gym and stuff like that. But and the only reason I had to go there because he was a '68 Olympic coach. He was you can look that up. He was in the 1968 Olympic coach, and Pappy Goat gave George Foreman the 2 flags. You know, he had pedigree. So of course, by the gym being owned by drug dealers, you know, he had that face that, oh, please leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? So,
wow.
But it was that type of thing. It was that type of thing, you know. But everybody knew that, hey man, Pappy Gold is a homosexual. You know? So it's like you had that element around. You had that element around it, you know, but they knew who to mess with. You know, they knew who to mess with. But he wasn't able to like molest no kids or nothing. You know, not around that gym, you know, because it's so many people around there watching and stuff, you know, but it's like it's terrible that element is around sports. That element is around sports, that homosexual, and it's terrible. It's terrible, you know. That you have that when you go to the nationals, you see certain people, you see people from a different state that you are from, and they'll tell you like, that dude right there, hey, you gotta watch that dude. Whenever they say you gotta watch that dude, oh, he's homosexual.
Yep.
You gotta watch that dude. And they'll talk about coaches. You gotta watch that dude. It was one fight they said about. You gotta watch that dude. You know. But that homosexual element it was always around. It was always around. You know, and it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing because people like say they want stardom so much. They want stardom so much that hell, I don't tell you, you know what I'm saying? I know for sure that we didn't want it that much. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to something like that, man, we're gonna whoop your ass. You know. So it's like it was that type of thing. But you could, man, when we talk about this sports thing, it's always that homosexual element around sports. It's around sports, whether it's boxing, football, basketball, baseball. That homosexual element about these homosexual coaches are around, and you definitely got to watch your kids.
Right.
Definitely got to watch your kids, man. It's like, you know, it's terrible. You know, hey, it's that thing that's out there. It's out there. It's the sinful kingdom.
Right.
You know, don't have your kid give his soul, give her soul. Don't let those kids give their soul for sports.
That's right.
And that's what happened. You give your soul to it. You give your soul to it. Then what? Once you give your soul to it, damn, you'll do anything for it.
Right.
That's right.
Then next thing you know, the years come along, the years go past. Oh, I was molested. Oh, I was molested. You know what I'm saying? Damn, don't love that shit that much. You know?
Right.
I yield on that.
Damn right. Well said, Cap. You know what I'm saying? That's a heavy topic or whatever. Going right back to the concept of separating yourself from these oppressors. You know what I'm saying? But moving right along. Hey, Yahamanna, were you able to get something on that trader?
I wasn't. I was not able to get the actual screenshot. I mean, I wasn't able to log into that account to get the screenshots.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have to take. It's gonna take me another couple of days or so.
I got you. No sweat. Let me see if let me see if I could just pull something up just real quick. Yeah, I got it right here. I'm just gonna say this real quick, right? Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains have already talked about this. They've already broken it all down. But I could not let this go by without giving my brothers on the Chain Breakers podcast and my Ottawa the opportunity to talk about this piece of garbage. Mind you, now Yarmok, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Amari Stoudemire go to school in Durham, North Carolina?
Yeah, he did. That's when I was talking to him, I mentioned that that he right down the street from the Israelite school of UPK. But I'll get into it. But to answer your question,
yeah. I don't know where I don't know where Amari's from originally or whatever. He might be from North Carolina, but I do know he went to high school in the Durham area. That I know. I remember. Listen, Kawal, me and you were relatively close in age. I remember Amari Stoudemire.
Right.
I remember when he played for Phoenix. Shoot, I'm from New York. I remember when he played for the Knicks. I remember that. I remember when he was known. I remember when he was one of the most known players in the NBA. I remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy right here is a disgusting example of what happens when you become this is an example of how you're a Christian without calling yourself a Christian. Because everyone thinks we're crazy, right, Kawal, right, Cap?
That's right.
They say, well, you call Christians, how you a Christian and you believe in such and such. This is an example because this cat right here, I'm gonna just play the video. I'm gonna play the video again. The generals already played it. We gotta talk about it on the Chain Breakers podcast, and we want to hear your opinions. All the brothers and sisters watching the show right now, man, come on, get up in that chat, man. If you need the link, let me know you need the link. We'll put you on the show. You can get your time to shine, man. Get your 15 minutes. Get up on the show. Talk to us and tell us how you feel about this. Let's see what this piece of garbage had to say. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Salakia. Here we go.
Beast mode.
3, 2, 1.
I woke up, man, this morning with some disturbing news out of Israel. That Hamas is kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Fuck you.
Oh boy.
Amari Stoudemire, who's by the way is about to get it's not like a Hall of Fame, but the Phoenix Suns are about to induct him into some kind of Hall of Fame type thing for their organization, literally within the next week or two, if they haven't already done it. Amari Stoudemire said, all you Black Lives Matters, all of y'all, you see the Hamas is they killing the babies and the women. He said, Salaki, I mean, you know what? We'll deal with it if it happens. He said, fuck you.
Right.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Commander General, I can't break it down better than Commander General. I can't.
God.
Fuck you. Ottawa. When you see, let me put this piece of garbage back up on the screen. When you see this, you know what I mean? When you see this cat right here saying what he's saying, what do you think about that, Ottawa?
Hey, do you have the picture when he had the pilgrim hat on? Because I really want to degrade him. You know, with that pilgrim hat on, you know, and he don't even do his homework on being a pilgrim. The pilgrim hats had a buckle on it.
Right.
Had a belt buckle on it, didn't it? I mean, this is a clown. He's a clown. I mean, what the hell has he been? Has he been in a time warp somewhere? I mean, come on. Has he been somewhere? He hasn't been seeing what's been going on with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I mean, come on. They've been having Mexican children down there on the border in cages.
Right.
And he's huffed about the little Jewish kids in cages. You know, I mean, come on. Come on, man. Have you seen what black people been going through?
Right.
I mean, come on, man. Look, they got a pilgrim hat. Look, he don't even do his pilgrim homework. He need one of those ugly buckles on the hat.
Right.
The Negro got on a pilgrim hat. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. And you sitting there talking about F black people, and you are simple. I mean, he's a boy, man. And his brother, that's why his brother was on the show with Captain Cesario up in them, you know. And his brother was like breaking it down that he is a simple dude. He's a simple dude, but it's sad because he's one of those homeborn slaves. You know, that he just want to get along with the right people, the right white people. Get along with the right white people and whatever they thinking, you know what I'm saying? So they can solidify him as being a good old boy.
Right.
Dude, you just terrible. You are awful, man, you know? And I feel sad for the black people that think like him. But you got some black people that really think like him, you know, and are foolish like him. You know what I'm saying? And it's so terrible that this brother coming out talking that garbage and going, wearing a pilgrim hat and walking around talking about he's Jewish.
Right.
The truth been out since 1969. Brother, you walk around talking about you are Jewish, you are embarrassment. That's what you are. Embarrassment to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, the true Jews of the Bible. You running with a pilgrim hat on, talking about some F black people, and you a clown. You nothing but a joke. You nothing but a joke, and that's what people see him like. Because now he sounds so stupid. Then he come out, he wanna he wanna apologize on different things and stuff. Dude, nobody wants to hear it. Not even the Jewish man wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say because you're simple. It's simple. You coming up with that? I mean, come on, that's a goofy dude. I ain't never seen it. I mean, he real goofy. This day and time, you run around talking you Jewish with a pilgrim hat on, getting upset because what's happening in Israel. And then you better get in class. man, you really, I yield with that, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, this dude, he's helpless, man.
He's a joke. If I could, Salakia, you know what I mean? I love it. And I'm going to start doing, don't nobody take my idea, bro. Don't take my idea. Now, y'all can take my idea if you want. But what I want to start doing, man, I want to start doing reaction videos because, you know, them reaction videos go crazy on the internet. They go viral. I want to start doing reaction videos to some of these cats who be coming up against the I.S.U.P.K without even really, you know what I'm saying? They don't tag us. They don't mention us. Check this out. Just look. I'm not even going to play the video, but just look at what I'm talking about. I'm going to share the screen, and you see what I mean. Check this out. You see this? When they say, who are the black Hebrew Israelites, whose picture do they show? Whose picture do they show? They show us.
Right.
They show us. I see Commander General YAHANNA. I see General I see General Q. I see Nakamaya. I see Captain Nayatak.
Yep.
And whenever they think black Hebrew Israelite, they think of the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna start doing some reactions to these videos and exposing garbage, man. You're gonna go up in here with some devil and talk about us, but you ain't got the nerve to tag us. You ain't got the nerve to hit us up. You ain't got the nerve to email us and ask for an interview with Commander Johnny. None of that. Amari Stoudemire is another piece of puzzle, another piece of garbage. Shout out to the sister Kazak now, but she said it's absolutely right. He's a homeborn slave, man.
Right.
He's a homeborn slave. So again, so Yahammok, I'm coming to you, Kawal, but I know Yahammok, you actually dialogue with him. I know you don't have shots right now, but if you could just tell us a little bit about your exchange with him, and how that went.
Yeah, so basically, I think I had hit him up. It was about 3 years ago. It was around the time where at least for me, I had first seen him, start speaking about the Israelites and Israelites being black and all this, that, and the third. So I hit him up, and he responded. He responded to my DM, and he was basically just trying to state his cause, which is that we had to learn under the people who we had taught it to. So he believes that the Israelites taught these converts, right, which would be the so-called Jewish man today. And after we taught them, we lost our identity because we served other gods and then went into slavery. And so now in 2023, if we want to have our identity back, we have to learn it from the converts of whom we taught it to in the first place. Of course, none of that is true.
Right.
And it's dumb as hell. Right. So I'm going back and forth. Sir.
Hey, so like young Mark. So we should wear a pilgrim hat.
I mean, if that's what they tell you to do.
Come on, man. Come on. So like, come on. He's a joke, man.
Yeah. So we went back and forth. It of course got a little heated because I mentioned, me being from Durham and living in Durham at the time, that he went to high school right down the street, right on Fayetteville Street, that's known for violence, known for drug addiction, known for just all kind of things that happen due to oppression. And I asked him, I said, well, brother, I understand that you learning Judaism or Judaism, whatever you want to call it, and all that's fine, that's cool. But why don't you give a chance for your brothers? Why don't you come learn with your people? Just come to class. I asked him, I said, you went to school down the street, so you familiar with the area. Just walk up, a couple 100 feet up the road, up Cornwallis Road, and why don't you sit in class with the Israelite school of UPK? And he heavily declined. He declined. And of course, from there, the javelin took over. And I of course told him what I thought about him, everything like that, which there's no sweat, but it just goes to show you the kind of coon that Amari Stoudemire truly is, man.
Oh yeah.
I hope one day I get to see him at camp, so that I can say on the microphone, the Lord allows, so I can say that you are just like your father, the devil. Everyone looks at him. This is a devil right here. This man, he's like us, but he's a devil. You understand? A lot of people think that devil means a red man under the ground. Devil just means deceiver. And of course, the oppressor is the greatest deceiver of the earth. But this man right here is a bona fide devil. He plays the role, I would say perfectly, but Cap kind of checked him. He don't got the belt buckle. He ain't doing it all too perfectly. He need a little bit more on what it means to be a devil. Somebody help him out. But I ain't gonna be long with it. That was the gist of the conversation. Like I said, I'll get it from my other Instagram profile, and we'll take it from there, man. But this dude is a sucker, man. He a coward. You understand?
Hey, Salakia, Akim, but hey, what young Monk just brought out, now he is, boy. I mean, come on. I didn't have no respect for him, before we started, but damn. Yeah. Good Lord. He a real terrorist. Good Lord. Yeah. Man, good Lord. I yield on him. Man.
Yeah, he's a disgusting piece of garbage. Kawal, I let you pause. I gotta let you get some. Get some. So you're dealing with this piece of garbage. Go, Yarmont.
That's he pussy for running back on his words in that interview he did. He's a pussy.
Yeah, he's soft. He's soft, man. And you know what I mean? Again, I'm gonna let Kawal. I'm gonna let you speak, bro. But this is so crazy to me and so unfortunate again. I don't have the video, but I remember it clear as day. I remember when he first, and let me say this too, man. It's like I'm about to go crazy on your bro. Yo, bro. Y'all fake Israelites, man. Y'all are disgusting, man. Y'all fake Israelites, man. That's why we don't really deal with y'all. That's why we really don't mess with y'all. Because when I remember when he first came out, started talking about that Israelite stuff, fake Israelites, what they do, as they always do, they started to jump on it. See what Amari said? See that? See, the truth is coming out. The truth is being spread all throughout the planet Earth. Y'all said the same thing when Kendrick Lamar said it. You said the same thing when this rapper and this rapper said it. And you think it's such a big deal. And it meant nothing. Who the hell gives a damn? Because look at Amari Stoudemire. I remember when he came out saying that black people were the real Israelites. I remember it. I remember the video. I remember all of that. And now look at him. Another pawn. Another slave. You know what I'm saying? Another just disgusting piece of garbage that does the bidding of the oppressor. And the only people who had the nerve to stand up against him was the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA.
Right.
What was you, an officer of 50 at the time, maybe 500?
I was a 50 when I had spoke to him.
Yarmak was an officer of 50 and was cutting this celebrity to shreds.
God.
To shreds. Why? Because none of that matters, man. None of that matters. We talking about the truth, Ak. We talking about the truth. And this piece of garbage right here with the damn the Abraham Lincoln, you understand? the Amish hat on. He looks stupid, man.
Boy.
Dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Bro.
Number one,
please.
If I could, this is set the record straight. Them fake Israelites, they better than Amari Stoudemire. Just to make the record straight, that Amari Stoudemire is at the low of the low.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're. Only thing I'm saying, I'm with you, y'all. My only thing I'm saying is this: is them fake Israelites. They get, you know how they are, bro. They get real giddy when a celebrity says something about Israel.
Yeah.
Something Israel. They get real giddy and real like, see, so Stephon Marbury said we're Israelites. So yeah, who the hell cares? But I'm with you. They are better than him because, I mean, look at him. Same thing with Sean. I remember Sean. I came up, you know what I'm saying? I remember the song back in the day. You know the song Kowal. You know what I'm saying? Tell me who won with us. Ashes that. You know what I mean? That was the day. And he turned into a curl. He had the curly sideburns. These guys are not. Listen, man. This work is not easy. This job we do is not for everybody, and it's very obvious because they can't even handle it. They don't even got to go to camp. They can't handle just saying black people are the real Jews. They can't even just say that. It's Native American Indians are the real Jews. They can't handle saying that without having to turn into this. You understand? But Officer Kowal, if you could, Baba Kushah, I mean, here we go again. When you seen this cat, I mean, let's look at him on the screen. When you seen him say the things, I'm gonna play the video one more time, Baba Kushah. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna stop sharing this. I'm gonna play the video one more time. Bear with me if you could. Salakia. Let me just play this real. Oh, not this one. A lot of people have different videos on it. Here we go. Yep. Who's in this? Kowal wants you to, I'm saying no. I want you to comment on this. Here we go.
The Hamas kidnapping children, putting them in cages, killing women, killing the elderly. That's some coward shit. That's cowardly. And for all y'all Black Lives Matter who ain't saying nothing, well, let me figure out exactly what happened before I say anything. Fuck you.
That's it. Officer Kowal, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a harsh statement to make from a man's mouth. He said, even the ones who are trying to figure out what's going on, F you. Like, what's wrong with trying to figure out what's going on? I remember J. Cole said that a few years ago about a black. He was like, well, don't be so quick to jump on people because you got to figure out what's going on first. And no one gave him no smoke. But it's like, what's wrong with trying to figure out what's going on first? Everybody's not vested in Israel. because he's invested in Israel because he's going over there and playing basketball for him.
Right.
Israel playing basketball for that whack ass Israeli team for the last 10 years because he can't keep up in his position with those hybrid guards in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, you got Paul George the same height as him, blowing by him, and the NBA is like, get him out of here. Mind you, Mark Stoudemire can't keep up, so he can blame injuries all he wants. He couldn't keep up with the NBA.
Yep.
Right, so he went over to Israel and started, kissing the white man's butt over there, learning how to speak Yiddish, and have a compassion for those people. So of course he has to say something because he lives over there. He has property in Israel. He has business invested with some of those devils. And if he doesn't say something, they're going to cut his water off.
That's right.
And just like Floyd Mayweather, no different. They sign his checks. They give him all these big deals, all this, all this jury deals, everything he does with the airlines. Like, they don't cut his water off. So they have to say something in interest of the of Israel. But at the same time, he's not educated. I mean, he came out of NBA out of high school. And, everybody who came out of high school, you wasn't really doing no high school work. So he's really dumb. He's a dumb guy. He's just a dumb guy. I'm not saying you got to go to college to be wise. I'm saying he's a dumb guy. He played all his life playing basketball. He don't know nothing else but dribbling the ball. And he's a fool. He's a sponge where you could just pour anything into, he's going to accept it. He came out of high school in the early 2000s, and he didn't touch. Well, come on, man. Like, what does he really know about anything?
He's trash.
He's a goofy.
Yeah, he's goofy trash. You know what I'm saying?
And he didn't. If he wanted to be educated, he could have took that moment to try to educate people on what was going on. Even though I wouldn't care either way, I don't give a damn about either one. But he could have took that moment to sound wise and start educating people on why they should care. He just said "F you." So now he got to walk down the street, and somebody gonna hold him to that. Hey, bro, I heard what you said, and he gonna get smacked. They're gonna smack that stupid pilgrim hat off his head.
Yeah, I hope that happens because this is crazy. Respect it. Like going back to the story we was reading before. Like, you would go out of your way to save the oppressor, bro. So you mean to tell me? So you went to school in Durham, North Carolina? Now, I wonder how many times he has said anything about the murders taking place in Durham.
None.
The murders taking place in Fayetteville, in Charlotte, Greensboro. I wonder how many times he said something about all the violence and all the drug dealing or whatever that goes on. How many times he said something about that? But as soon as somebody messes with Israel because you make money there, now it's F us. Like, bro, like these cats are pieces of absolute garbage. And I'm gonna say this clearly and distinctly. Amari Stoudemire is trash, bro. Like, what Officer Kowal said is absolutely true. He could not make it in the NBA. He had to run out of town, bro. He had to flee because there was nothing left for him in the NBA. And now because you suck at basketball, you're gonna be mad at us. What do we do to you?
Yeah.
We ain't do nothing to you. You know what I mean? I knew a dude. It's so funny too because in my neighborhood there was this kid who was like, the best player in my neighborhood, right? And I didn't realize, and even then I was like skeptical. I think I found out his dad was an oppressor, right? But he had Israeli citizenship. His father was Israeli. Couldn't make the NBA. So you think we'll be saying on the I.S.U.P.K is trash when we tell you that these oppressors are not good? This dude, again, he was the most popular player in my neighborhood. He was undrafted and could not make an NBA team. I'm telling you, man, those white jeans, they do something. All right? He is not an oppressor. He's different. But he just got phased out. But the reality is, man, is like to see somebody of his stature, and I don't mean physically, but somebody down us for the oppressor, man, that's the low, like Officer Kowal said, that's the lowest of the low. You know what I'm saying? And Yarmat, you are going to be the janitor of janitors. You're not even going to be the supervisor.
Right.
You're going to be an on-staff janitor. Your job is going to be to walk on the floor for 10 hours. That's going to be your job in the kingdom because you are the man. How are you going to talk about your people like that? But we're a hate group. While Amari Stoudemire can say, "Oh well, if you're not supporting Israel, fuck you." What the hell?
Right.
Hey, Salagi.
Yeah, yo.
Then, I don't agree with Black Lives Matter at all. But what the hell does Black Lives Matter got to do with this? Like, what the
Exactly.
Why you ain't asked for the LGBTQ to help? Why is it not F1? You know, why?
Yeah.
What about the KKK? Why the KKK ain't supposed to say something? Why ain't F1? What about the Muslims?
Black Lives Matter?
The Nation of Islam ain't supposed to say something? I mean, why'd you name the Black Lives Matter? You know, like, why them? It's just a group. That's just an organization. Right. You got the NFA. NFAC is a group. Why? It's dumb. Like you said, he's uneducated. He's just dumb. He's just dumb, man. That's all I wanted to say. I ain't trying to speak too much on it.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Right.
Right along. You know what I'm saying? F you.
Y'all need to stop. I was about to say, if I could, y'all need to stop giving y'all love to these goddamn athletes, man. That's
right.
You understand? Like, y'all love athletes because he could dribble. I can dribble. You don't love me. You hate me. I can dribble a basketball now. You count me a goal. I can dunk the ball now, but you hate me. The only reason I can do it. I can throw out shit, but you hate me. Why? Because the white man don't love me enough to pay me $4 million. That's the only. I gotta. Let's stop being simple and just grow the hell up. Like, again, it's not wrong with liking LeBron James and Kobe and all of that. It's cool, but look up to these people on how to live your life, brother. You are a child.
Right.
That's it.
Most High in Christ. God, the water, bro. Moving right along.
Evil.
Real quick, we're not gonna show the story, but I don't know. Do y'all remember the story about the sister that had something negative to say about Cheesecake Factory? Remember that?
Yeah. Insane.
Let y'all know, man. I was there last night out here in Durham, South Point Mall. That joint was Tawab as hell.
Most High in Christ.
Like royalty up in that. You know what I'm saying? It was so delicious. So I don't know, but she actually recently came out.
Hey, stop one. You know where I was at?
Where was that?
You want to call the date with me? This is what we're doing. Applebee's, $1 margaritas, and they only got one flavor. That's
right.
Margarita
time.
I just want to read a little bit. You damn right, y'all. I want to read a little bit of this article. We're not going to spend too much time on it because we probably can do this one in one. So her name was the couple. It was, I think he was like, the dude was an heathen and she's an Israelite. But the dude's name was Jay. Her name was Alicia. Since they first met at a bar in Midtown Atlanta, when he saw her, he approached her and asked her out. Alicia said she wasn't attracted to him on sight because she was so much taller than he is. But after talking with him, she said he was thoughtful and engaging, and that she liked his heart. She opted to give him a chance. As for the date, Jay, this is the dude, makes it known that the initial plan wasn't to take her to Cheesecake Factory. He was going to take her to somewhere else, but the original plan fell through because she was so late. He told Wesley that he might not have put his best foot forward, taking Alicia to a chain restaurant, but felt like the video paints him in a negative light and that she went too far recording him. Here's the quote from him. Women kind of have this image of me based on the video, which hasn't helped. It's like they might think everything about me is reflected in that video, and I don't think it is. Her recording me did feel like that's where she was trying to take advantage. It felt like at the time that she was trying to get a free meal from a fancy restaurant and then get content from me on YouTube, Facebook. I want to read what she said. Alicia says that wasn't the case. In fact, she felt like Jay didn't see her value by taking her to Cheesecake Factory. So she wanted to record a video of her experience for a few women's groups she's part of, red flag, whom she often addresses for opinions on dating matters. Here's what she said. I felt like he didn't see my value. In that moment, I felt like I needed the support of my viewers in that moment. I discussed relationships and things like that. So I thought that was a good opportunity for me to have that conversation and see like, what does everybody else think? Alicia explained, I wasn't really taking Jay's feelings into consideration. I wasn't trying to be necessarily malicious or anything. Alicia also said she runs in circles. I want y'all to, this is what I don't talk about. We might end the show on this. Alicia also said she runs in circles with women who have a high standard of dating. But looking back at her date with Jay, allow her to see how her reactions weren't helpful. This is what she said. To be fair, I was always raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. You're courting me, so court me. That means wherever I want to go, you take me. Whatever I want, you buy me. That's courting. I'm looking for a provider, she said. But after the conversation, I could see how there was a lot of I in that exchange. I was definitely very self-centered. I can appreciate if I do want someone to provide for me, I at least got to be a little bit nice. I'm a beautiful woman, so I expect to be treated like royalty. Last part. I see you, y'all. I see, bro. I see what you This is the part. She also noted how Black women are, end quote, tired of having to settle. And she wants a, God damn, the story's writing itself. She wants a, end quote, soft life. But that she also has to be soft and not combative to receive that kind of lifestyle. Yarmak, what you got there in the background? That's an interesting photo, my brother.
That's just my response to all of that. Everything she just said was dumb. She said courting. The definition of courting is this. Courting, definition, to be involved with romantically.
Thank you.
With the intention of marrying. What the hell definition did she just give? I'm supposed to buy you everything? You're supposed to get everything that you want? You better get the hell up out of here. That's look, I don't know. That's not, again, what is up with these ugly women who was making these insane demands? You are ugly. Like, get that through your thick skull. You are ugly. You better be happy with what you get and shut up. You understand? Again, this is like, you're ugly, you uneducated, you nasty, you got a terrible spirit, and you dumb. First of all, Benihana is a chain restaurant, you idiot. You understand? Steak 48 is a chain restaurant. Morton Steakhouse is a chain restaurant. What are you talking about? Being taken to a chain restaurant is cheap. You, oh man. Like, look, what shot I don't want to, but Elon, do what you do. You know, go find you an Israelite woman who is not like her. Salakia, we'll deal with our sisters and fix it.
Right.
This bitch is broken. She's
right.
broken. You understand? I damn near want to just give her to Elon and say, stay over there. You understand?
Right.
And don't come back. But that, what she did is terrible, man. You understand? And I can't even speak on it too much that once. I don't want to say what I really want to say. But
come on, man.
it was terrible, man. You understand? Just, you know, women. And you know what? I almost want to say that, like, real women, they look at that like her and they laugh, man. There ain't no real woman on this earth that is looking at that story and is in agreement with that broad. It can't be. You understand? You giving everything you want to get, everywhere you want to go, you're supposed to give it. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, number one. But for now, I'll just leave that up there. That's just my response in its totality for that sister. Wearing purple lipstick. Can somebody tell purple lipstick ain't, that's not what we doing. You understand nowadays. So like it. Good.
Well
Like,
said, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
She said that she hangs out in circles of women who have high standards.
Oh, that was the one thing. Salaga, if I could, that last part too. She mentioned she didn't want to settle. Again, you're dumb. What? You better thank the Lord.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about? If you choose any man, what do you have to do to stay with that man, Thabawan? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, if you're going to marry a man, you have to settle. I don't care if you're marrying LeBron James. You got to settle with LeBron James. If you're marrying Tuki from down the block, you got to settle with Tuki. It's called settling down because no matter what you choose or who you choose, you have to settle. But women and damn internet, some of you broads need to be locked up in a castle like King David locked up his wife with no phone, with no internet, no social media. You don't need to learn no words like toxic. You don't need to learn that word because you don't know what it means. You're dumb. You don't know to settle. Every man you choose to be with, you're settling. It doesn't matter if he has everything you want. You'll settle for that. If he has nothing you want, if you choose him, you're settling for that. I'll be quiet, Salah. I land my point.
Well said, brother. Well said. Again, she said, I was raised that the man is supposed to cater to you. You're courting me, so court me. That means wherever I want to go, you take me. Whatever I want, you buy me. That's courting. I'm looking for a provider.
Get
Cap.
her mother up there. Get her
Yeah,
parents
we
up
need to find her mother or whoever the hell raised her. Cap.
Yeah,
Was she raised correctly?
Right.
Yeah, Cap.
Jeez, you know.
Have
you ever chocolate soup?
Say it again.
I'm asking any Akim. Have y'all ever had chocolate soup?
No.
Hot chocolate. Y'all never had it, right?
Nah.
Chocolate soup.
No, never had chocolate soup, sir.
Okay, I never had it either. But she's about dumb as a hot bowl of chocolate soup. That's how dumb she is. You know what I'm saying? We come with her. Come on, man. Come on, man. She's real simple. She's real simple, and you know what I'm saying? And social media is made for people like her. You know, she can just give her thoughts. Any little stupid little thoughts she had in her little dumb, stupid head. She can be somebody. She's an idiot. She's an idiot. I really have a whole lot to say about her. She's an idiot. She's an idiot. She probably wants to go to the restaurant and get some chocolate soup.
Right.
Even though it doesn't exist.
Right.
She feels like to get some. She's that smart. So sorry, I yield, man.
Real talk. Last thing, Kawal. This is what I thought. Please, brother, help us understand this. Have you ever heard this before? She said it says she noted how black women are tired of having to settle, and she wants a, in quote, soft life. But that she also has to be soft and not combative to receive that kind of lifestyle. What about that first part? What do you make of that? She wants a soft life, and black women are tired of having to settle.
The soft life thing, I'm interested to know what she meant by that. Meaning, I'm guessing she don't want a hard life of struggle. Is that what she mean when she says soft life, a life where the white picket fence, husband pays all the bills, and all she has to do is sit home and do nothing? I'm guessing that's the soft life she's saying, but that's not realistic. I mean, I don't know what the hell she's been listening to, who she been listening to, but this sister's obviously delusional. I'm losing brain cells even listening to this crap. Yarmak said it perfectly. You know, if I get it right in my damn mouth, we're going to get flagged. I tell you, man, It's women like that, man, that just really disgust me. And on top of that is the fact that she thinks that going around and courting different men. Because mind you, if we're dating, that's not guaranteed we're gonna be together forever. Like we're just going on a date, right? So now I have to spend all my money on you. You could do this 10 times over in 1 week, and you're gonna get all these gifts from men and 5-star restaurants. Like, who the hell are you? Like, you're not pimping me, dumbass. Like, what she really thinks she's a pimp. Like, she's like a female pimp, and I'm the John. Like, I'm just gonna just do what you say, right? Hell no, nah, man. She tweaking. But these desperate dudes out here, they make women like that possible. I say it all the time. I call them white knights, rescue Ronnies, Russell West Havens. They make women like this possible because they're not putting their foot down. So she got courted by some goofball who's been allowing her to do what she wants and worshiping her. These are the same niggas in the comments that be like, you can't tell a woman what to wear. That's why she's acting like that, because of men like that. Men that ask you where my hug at, like just weak ass niggas. Like I can't stand it, man. Like I don't know. She'll be single for, like Kevin Samuels said, she'll be single or die alone, and that's not, you know. I don't know, man. I'm just at this point. Videos like this really bother me because there's so much that can be said, but women will still find a way to have no accountability and, you know, give her excuses and make her the victim. So I yield, man.
Yeah, but if I could, the floor is open again. We're probably gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna just kind of just briefly gloss over one more thing. But this concept, because I've been hearing it a lot, Aki and Adawan. Concept: black women are tired. You ever heard that? Like black women are tired of settling.
What do they want?
What's up with that?
Like it. If I could, I missed one part I wanted to say, man, to all my sisters out there, right? We tired of hearing you talk. At least I am. You understand? Like, if you a black woman and you stuck on this, men are toxic, and I'm tired of settling. Bitch, stop doing it. Stop doing it. You understand? Like, why are you every damn day, every second you talking about how unhappy you are? Bitch, do what makes you happy.
Right.
You understand? Especially if you in the truth and you got a husband and you think that, oh, my husband ain't this. And I just know that there's a man out there who will pay all of my bills, who will sex me exactly how I want to be sexted, who will never put hands on me, who gonna give me children that's gonna make it to the NBA. Bitch, leave your man and go get him. Stop talking about it. Stop saying how unhappy you are. We're tired of hearing it. Put some action behind your words. Leave your husband. Don't do that. Leave your husband. Go find the perfect man and go be with him so my ears can stop bleeding from your mouth. Just shut up. Go do it. You understand? The problem is this. Your box ain't that good. It's not. You're not that pretty. There isn't a man that's going to pay for all of your bills. There isn't a man that's going to give you the soft life and give you children that's going to be NBA players and NFL players. It's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? You're going to leave your husband and you're going to find a man who wanted you for your box, and he's going to get it a few times, and then he's going to beat on you the second that you emasculate him. The second that you run your mouth, he's going to beat on you and he's going to abuse you. And you're going to find yourself settling again, you dumb bitch. Right. You should have settled the first time. You should have just settled for your child's father. You should have just stayed with him. But of course, we have to learn. It's like black people have to learn lessons over and over and over and over and over again. Now you got 5 baby fathers. Now you got 5. And the second one wasn't good. The third one wasn't good enough. The fourth one wasn't good enough. And then now here you are settling for the 5th one. Guess what? Can anyone guess the 5th one won't be good enough either?
Right.
Nothing good enough. Why? Because you want everything you ask for to be paid for. Everything you want to get it. And you want to get it on time. And you want it to be fine and divine. When you sitting up here like this broad, ugly as all hell, I don't get it, one. It does not make sense.
Kind of crazy.
You understand? But listen, this is for all the women out there who are so unhappy. You hate your husband. You hate him because he goes to camp. And you just know that there is some man out there who was better. And guess what? Guess what, sister? Because I know when I said settle, I know that she would combat that and say, no, I mean settling for less. Guess what? There is some man out there who was a good Christian. He a good Christian. He don't have multiple wives.
Hell
He
no.
don't got that. He in the church every day. He sing for the choir. He dresses up in suits and bow ties, and maybe he's a Muslim. He eat them navy bean pies, and he love God and only have one wife. You understand? Lee, if you are so unhappy and you can't shut the F up about it, leave your man and go find him. Go be with him and shut the hell up. If you're not going to do it, then maybe you should make your life better.
Right.
Maybe you should do something to make your life a little softer. Maybe go to school. There are women out here who get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do nothing because they have degrees. Maybe you should do that. Instead, you go to some, she probably got that damn lipstick from some dude selling out of the back of a minivan. Instead, you go spend your money on some ugly lipstick, on some terrible hair. Them braids look disgusting. Everything about this woman is nasty. It's disgusting. I don't care if she was throwing it, Kowal. You couldn't pay me to touch that thing.
Right.
Instead of putting effort into doing something to better your career, to better your life, so that you can have a softer life, not because you got pink lipstick on, but because you're actually smart, because you actually have a Tawab job, and you're actually a good person who deserves a softer life. Instead of doing that, you spend money on makeup and you're talking about settling. Again, shut up and go do it. Go do it, man. Go find them. Hey, look, I applaud them brothers out there, wherever they at, One, but apparently it ain't many of them. It ain't many. So let me know when you find them. I don't know. Maybe they the what you call them, One? The passport bros. Maybe the passport bros are the righteous men on the earth who make women have soft. Who the hell cares, man?
Right.
Go do it, man. Leave your husband. Be happy.
But
them sisters who will never leave their husband, who will never be as wicked, as treacherous as a bitch like that. Most High in Christ for you, sister. I had to give you a hand. I got to give you sisters a hand who will never leave their husband.
That's right.
Settle. I tell you what, I don't care how many wives I got. All of them settle for me. They settle. Because Lord knows there are better men. There are better men out there than me who don't have multiple wives. They also occasionally, smoke weed and sell drugs. And they also homosexual.
Right.
But nonetheless, shout out to you, sisters. I yield.
That's what I have. Tawana, y'all, because I didn't have energy today, man. Tawana, brother. Tawana, brother.
Also in Christ.
My man.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's an ugly broad.
For real.
No, that's an ugly broad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me usually I try to defend her. She's ugly as hell. Like, and talking about the things that she's talking about, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really, really disgusting what's going on in this world. The water, you know what I'm saying, for Officer Yarmak and Captain Yagawa, Officer Kowal, the water for y'all keeping it real with the brothers and sisters out there who just don't get it and all the nonsense. As Officer Yarmak said, man, like we just tired of just talking about it, bro. Just do what you want. And you niggas too, if I could. You nasty niggas too. Sisters, you niggas too talking about you passport bros. Nigga, then go get you a bra from Egypt. I don't give a damn.
Just go.
Go do it. Go get you a bra from Egypt. And when she puts you on child support, just like Quenisha down the block, then come back and tell me something. But in the meantime, just fucking do it, bro. Like, nobody wants to. Like, this generation, y'all talk too much, bro. Y'all talk way too much. Just do it. Like Nike said, just do it. No one cares. Do what you got to do. Because guess what? Myself, Captain Yagawa, Officer Kowal, and Officer Yarmak, guess what? We got 2 and 3 wives up in this mug, and ain't no problems. You know what I'm saying?
None.
We got 2 and 3 up in here, and we doing just fine. We're about to go to the fair. You know what I'm saying? And have a good old time. You know what I mean? Like, so we ain't worried about the things that sound like a personal problem. between y'all brothers and sisters in the world. That's something y'all got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? And as far as black settling, shout out to Officer Yarmouth. What you said is absolutely right. I'm gonna end on this again. If you don't want to settle, then just say you don't like black people.
Right.
Like we said at the beginning of the show, just say you hate niggas. Just say you hate black people. Just say you hate Hispanics and Native American Indians. Because no matter how you slice it, you settling straight up. You get with some Hispanic brother. Maybe he got his money together, but what about his background? What was his family like? He might be an immigrant, according to America. Some brother might be a what? He might be a felon. You know what I'm saying? There's all kind of different issues a brother or a sister might have. If we love each other, guess what? That means we got to settle for each other. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like I got my brothers, Captain Yagarwap, Officer Kawal, Officer Yarmat. I didn't come in this truth perfect. They settled just being my brother.
Right.
They didn't say, well, you know, I would be his brother, but his finances are not where I would like them to be. I would be his brother, but what kind of job does he have? I want to check his pay stubs. I want to check his 401. They didn't do that. Now, of course, some fake Israelites do that, but that's none of my business. You know,
I.S.U.P.K.
I guess it's Officer.
Hey, F.I.U.S.C. man. The hell with them.
Yeah, bro. Good thing.
To you.
Right.
And, much polygamy, but this us.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, we settling.
Right.
and like Dr. said too, even you brothers, you want to bitch and complain about how terrible your woman is. How terrible you want to just all day, every day. Shut up. Go do it. Again, I ain't gonna harken on it. Just go do it, out. Go do it, man. Go do whatever it is you want to do. Go get Beyonce. Go to Beyonce's concert and show her how fly you are with that new Javelin apparel, of course. Right? Show her how fly you are. And then Beyonce gonna come down on the stage and say, I renounced my marriage with Jay-Z. I want to be with this nigga in the stage. Yo, Most High in Christ, go do it, man. Go do it. Of course, the problem is the woman that you got, she settled for you out. You ugly too. You a lame nigga too. You understand? She settled for your ugly ass, man. You better be happy about the woman. You know, Salakia, man. I'm just keeping it real. Brothers and sisters, man, y'all got to start being realistic, man. Y'all both settle for each other. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been with each other. You wouldn't have slept with her. She wouldn't have slept with you unless you settled for each other. It's always going to be better, man. It's always going to be a more beautiful woman. It's always going to be a man that got more sense, got more money, is strong. It's always going to be better things in life, man. But I'm telling y'all, this is for the real people out there. This for the real. Until you love what you got, man, love what you settled for, you going to always be on this chase of something better, and you ain't going to never find it, man. I promise you that. I promise you that. And if you don't believe me, then keep chasing. Just keep going. Get on the chasing.
Yo, Mark, so Lock, I gotta give you another hand, brother.
No sweat.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, our Mark saying is so heavy. We've been talking about it all show, man. Yeah, keep chasing it like a damn crackhead. You know who chases? A crackhead chases, man. A crackhead and an H fiend, a heroin fiend is always chasing a feeling, because that's really what they want, y'all. That's what they want, Cap. They want a certain feeling. I want to feel like something like I'm royalty because you didn't take me to Cheesecake Factory. Me and my wife went to Cheesecake Factory last night and had the time of our lives. Because why? Because the damn shit is good. Salakia. It tastes delicious. How about we talk about what's actually happening? The food is delicious. The $1 margarita at Applebee's is delicious. You understand? All my iced teas are top tier. They're wonderful. But because you've been watching a nonsense your whole life, and your parents raised you to be a piece of garbage, and you don't know anything, you think that your life is supposed to be effing a Cinderella. Your life is supposed to be Snow White and the 7 midgets. I mean, dwarves or whatever the hell it's supposed to be, when that's not real, man. Real. That's why the I.S.U.P.K. Shout out to Commander General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. man. That's why marriages last in here, because of what Officer Yarmouth just said. Because we understand, guess what? in order for love to reign, we gotta settle, man. We have to. I'm not perfect. What's the phrase we say, Captain Garwap in his school? Man, I ain't shit. Me and Yarma always say, Yarma be like, I ain't shit. I be like, bro, I ain't shit just like you. Because you know what it is? It's not because we actually know we're better than most people. But the reality is we understand perfect. Always get better. You can always learn more. You can always be more. And so my wife, Captain Garwap's wife, Yarma's wife, so like we understand, man, that we're not perfect. So for these sisters, they had to settle. But you're gonna spend the rest of your life chasing that high like a damn crackhead. Guess what's gonna happen? Just like a crackhead, you're gonna end up in somebody's gutter. You're gonna end up all alone. You're gonna end up dusty. You're gonna end up disgusting. You're gonna end up by your damn self chasing some stupid dream and some nonsense that's not real. So sisters, don't be like. Let me pull this broad up on the screen.
Or you end up happy. Or you end up happy. You get the perfect marriage. You got the perfect man, and everything you did was correct. Just shut up, please. Yeah. Whatever it is, just be quiet. Be happy with your new man. Yeah, and shut up.
But even though you're not gonna get it, your Mog's being nice. Your Mog's being nice. You're not gonna get it. You can chase it. You might feel it for a couple months, maybe even a couple years, but eventually you're gonna find out that dude that's so nice. Oh, my man is so da da da. Yeah, he likes touching little boys on the side.
Yeah, you got to settle for that.
He likes fondling little boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna find out, because real men don't operate like that. Just look at the brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. These real men that go to camp and do the work they do. They're gonna have more than one woman. I think I might be saying something they don't like. So they're gonna have more than one woman. They're gonna look at other women. They're gonna be attracted to other women. Guess what, sis? You're not gonna be the only one. It's just not gonna happen. Sorry to tell. I'm sorry.
Call it a hot commodity. Every woman want that man that they feel is the best man, that they feel is hot. Yeah. You understand? You want that brother that's the flyest brother, the brother that's the nicest brother. You want him, but then you just can't fathom the reason why other women look at that same man and say, damn.
You want the man that other women want, you idiot.
Exactly. Which is why if you don't want, you understand, a man who has more than one wife, go get you the man who don't have them. But when you find out it's because he's gay, shut up.
Shut up.
You're gonna have to love him.
You love him.
Man, we were just talking earlier, Thabawan. I done debated 3 times today about this picture right here that I posted on Instagram. And it was mind-boggling to me that I had to debate people about this. Right?
Wow.
I posted this on Instagram and I said, a terrible father.
That's what he is.
And people are, and I know I'm not trying to harken on this topic, but it was kind of on topic in a sense, but people are arguing the fact that that there's nothing wrong with a man showing his love for his daughter by putting on a tutu, right? In which I'm responding to these people and I'm like, it's absolutely wrong, because that child is a child, right? But eventually the child will get older and she's going to reminisce in those memories, and she's going to remember how your daddy, how her father was in a tutu, which was specifically made for women, right? And in one of the conversations, I had to bring up the scripture in Deuteronomy 22, and I think verse 5, if I'm not mistaken, where it says that a woman should not wear anything that pertains to a man, neither shall a man wear that which pertains to a woman. If you look up the definition of a tutu, it literally concisely states that it is a garment made for women.
Wow.
It states that. And so that putting that on is a sin. And then we're trying to flip these arguments every which way, and they're saying, well, a man is who determined that garment was made for women. And my response is, oh, you are dumb. The man is the one who created it. If I create something and I say this is for dogs, I'm the creator of it. I said it's for dogs. You can't take my creation and then say, nah, women can wear it. It don't work that way. You understand? But you gonna end up being with a man who thinks wearing a tutu is correct. Instead of having a father who believes that showing her daughter what a man is.
That's right.
That's what you're gonna deal with. So, you know, I yield. I land my plane.
Well said, man. Hey, we have reached the end. We over the time, man. We over the time, man. Another great episode of the Chain Breakers podcast. Does anybody want to bring anything out before we clip it today?
Cap, I mean, I did just want to say, man. Go ahead, Cap. You got it.
Okay, yeah. Just pay your tithes, and understand what's going on. You know, understand what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Hunter, he was jumping on this podcast, and he was just saying he's bringing us the heavy stuff that's going on right now. When we seeing the end, you know, of this kingdom. We seeing World War III. We seeing all these prophecies being fulfilled. You know, and what's so heavy is what we brought out today in this show. And we brought out our people being oppressed, you know, black people being oppressed, get people, women acting crazy as hell, you know, stuff like that. All these things going on. And what? You get Israel going in, and they in the middle of starting World War III. You got all these things going on, you know. So black man, Hispanic man, they are the God's people. That's how for us, what Commander Junior say, repent. You better go somewhere and repent.
Right.
You know, because what's happening right now, we see in the beginning of the end. You know,
right.
Like real and things happening right now. Hey, ain't no back down, you know what I'm saying? When this simple chick on there, we just went over this simple chick, that little simple goofy broad, with all that foolishness. Hey, and we seeing they over there in Israel, you know, the Bible prophecy being fulfilled. You know, so
that's
black
right.
man, Hispanic man, they been the man and woman and child. Hey, you gotta wake up and come together. You know what I'm saying? And be obedient to the Most High, so you can be on the chariots. You know, and with that, I yield.
Right, Yarmak.
Yeah, Passover, man. Yagadar said it. 55th, the double nick. If I could, just a little enlightenment. More information will come out, but I know a lot of brothers been hitting me up, a lot of sisters as well with the hotel. The hotel this year is gonna be different. The commanding general YAHANNA paid and bought out the whole hotel this year. There will be no other residents in the hotel during the time of the Passover, which is Tawab. It's a beautiful thing. But with that being said, the way you book your rooms is going to be different because you're not going to go to the hotel website and book anything because you can't. Just like some devil can't go to the website and book anything because it's going to show that it's unavailable because Commander General already paid for it. So to book your rooms, you're essentially paying Commanding General YAHANNA back the money he already put up front for your rooms. So it is important. Akim, Commanding General YAHANNA did this for a reason. He did it to amplify the spirit of the Passover. And the spirit of the Passover is for us to be together, not for us to be in a hotel down the street, to be in an Airbnb down the way, to be here, to be there. This Passover, if we need to be in the same place, the same hotel, taking over the lobby, having the dice game, having the spades going, having the ciphers going, having everything we want, man. The children gonna be safe. There's no other people in the hotel, and we're gonna be together, man. So make sure you call that number that's on the promotional videos up there. Book your rooms. The way that it's set up is beautiful. If you need 3 rooms right beside each other, you ain't got to deal with no white woman on the phone. You dealing with, you know, Captain Zakar himself and his team that he set up now. So you can set up your rooms, be right beside each other. Or if you need to put 3 ribs on different floors, Do that too, man. You know, do however you got to do it. Call that number, get it done, get prepared. And if you got any questions, reach out to brothers in North Carolina. But after this Sunday, I'm sure more information will be going out for the public as far as the 55th annual Passover. And with that, you know, I that's it. I yield, man.
Right. Most times first, like I was saying, y'all brought up for that cap. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, we're trying to turn Bull City into UPK City. We're trying to turn it into one West City. We're gonna take over this whole joint, man. So make sure y'all, call in, get y'all arrangements together. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be glorious. You know what I'm saying? So we reached the end of the show, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Another TWAB show. Next week we're gonna be back at it, same time, same place. We started a little late today, but it's no sort. We're always gonna adjust. You know what I mean? So hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Chainbreakerspodcast@gmail.com. If you got, you know what I'm saying, anything you want to contribute to the show. Also, man, if you want to join the show and get on and speak to us or whatever, we're working on getting a call-in number. But for now, just let us know and we can hit you with the link and you can easily just join and talk to us. You know what I'm saying? But that's all we got for today. So until next time, to the brothers, we say shalom, Yahweh Shemi Hawashah Baraka Thumb. And to the sisters, we say shalom, Yahweh Shamar Alathun, Ba Shemi Hawashah. We'll see y'all next